how much interplay is there between you, the standards body, and the industry in terms of either proposing them, trying to come to some agreement? How do things like open source and some of these things play in where there's an active community? How does that interaction work?
It's very complex, and this is why I have a job, is to help coordinate those efforts. So we work with our fellow standards development organizations, SDOs, so we work closely with ISO and UL and IEEE. We work with organizations like A3, which is the robotics industry pretty much trade group. And they actually have their own standards development group, which is tied to ANSI, but it is this coordination of efforts, and we all work together. I have sat in on UL calls, they have sat on my calls, and it is a lot of coordination. This is how we make sure there's no duplication of efforts, where we have two organizations working pretty much on the same thing. We don't want to do that, but also it's knowing what has to be done and what's the quickest path to it. A safety standard might go much faster through ANSI or ISO, a test and performance standard might go faster through ASTM and UL. So it's also how do we coordinate efforts to make sure we're cranking these out as quickly as possible.